Arts Workfly. Alright guys, so I am back, and as you can see, I have my first page here. I measure it to the size of my journal. So this is my journal. I measure it to the size of the cover. You can make it smaller if you want, but I want to work with this, and then I can play around with the pages later on. So this is the size. So this right now is 10 Cartridge papers plus this one is 11. So I'm going to use this to measure and cut. So this is the size that I want. So I'm just going to use the pencil, trace. Alright, so this is the size. So I'm basically using two bulldog clips to hold the pages. So what I'm going to do now is to cut. I'm going to use a old ruler to cut, because I don't, sometimes I miss and it might cut the ruler itself. So what I do is just use an old ruler so that if it cuts, it's no problem. Alright, so I'm just going to use my stencil knife and cut. So I'm putting a second bulldog clip so that when it cuts, it doesn't spread all over the place. So I'm putting a second one there. Ensure to hold the stencil knife firmly, the ruler steadily and firm, and you go over and over until you think you have reached the last page. But if you don't reach the last page, you can always separate them one by one and cut individually, anything you feel, as long as the pages are cut. Okay. Alright, so this is what I have so far. So I still have some way to go. So don't throw away the scraps. You can use them to decorate your journal. So don't throw away them. Alright, so this one's a bit more cutting on this side. So I'm going to start it here again and cut. Ensure that it lines up properly and cut. Alright, so now I have 2 cuts well, so I'm going to remove those 2. As I said, you don't have to remove them. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to cut again. Take the blade of this one to change. I'm going to change the blade. Alright, so most of my students don't know how to change the blade of this X-Acto knife or stencil knife. So this is how you would do it. So you have this part here, you put it in here, the blade, push it down so that it touches the end. Let me see. So that it touches the end. Then put this part on. This part goes on like that. This, screw it on like that. Alright, so this one was slipping out, so I definitely have to correct that. So I'll correct that later. Alright, so this green one was coming out a bit short. It was being shifted in the pile of paper that I have, but I think I'm going to leave it for now instead of cutting it off or anything like that. I'm going to leave it. So this part here is what I'm going to cut. Alright. or you can choose not to use it. You can choose not to use it if something like this happens to you, not use this page. But I'm gonna show you how you can rework this and make it a part of your design. Alright, so we'll see what we can do with this. Alright, so now let's see how the pages come together. Alright, so these are the pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pages. Alright, that's all you're going to need, or you can put more if you want, but I'm going to just use the 11 of these pages here. And remember, do not throw away your scraps. You can always use it to decorate your journal or decorate something else. Alright, so what I'm going to do with these pages now is to secure them. So let's test it in the journal before we secure them. Okay, so the journal still not dry as yet, but we're going to put it in the journal. Alright, so you can always put more if you like, but just gonna work it like that. So the spine, it always depends on you. Alright, so you can make it about half of this if you want, or it could be the same size as this. The size that I use here was 1 inch. That's a 1 inch, so you can always use ½ inch spine if you want. It depends on you, whatever you want. Alright, so now let's focus on putting these pages together. So what you're going to do, you can organize them how you like. Let's see how I would want mine. Alright, so one purple at the back, one purple at the front, one pink, purple like that. I have one blue, so I have a light blue. I can put that light blue there, and light blue there. I can have that purple here, red, green, this right here, blue, yellow, and the yellow. The yellows too close to each other, so I'm going to put it here. Alright, mix it up a little bit. Alright, so let's do this now. Alright, so you can put the glue like that. There are different ways that you can do it, but this is the easiest, one of the easiest ways to do it. check to make sure it's neat as possible. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is to put the clips to hold them. Alright, so when it's all dry, what I'm going to do, just going to knead it up again, or you can just use the scissors and cut it up, anyone you want. Alright, anyone you want. So, or you can leave it as is, anything. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is to get a, what you call it, a strip of paper and put here. Alright, so here it is. So it's looking so far. I'm already 25 minutes in, guys, so I would have to stop the video and start again. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Artwork Fly. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can always know when I upload.